We're counting down the 8 hidden truths Walmart doesn't tell you about their TVs. A ranked list that pulls back the curtain on industry secrets, surprising risks, and the real price behind those unbeatable deals. From psychological pricing tricks and branding illusions to deeper issues with quality, support, and behind-the-scenes corporate moves, each entry reveals a new layer of what's really at stake for your wallet and your trust. Some of these exposures will change how you see the electronics aisle forever. Wondering what the lowest ranked trick is and why so many shoppers keep falling for it? Let's start our countdown with number 8. Eighth place belongs to the illusion of the Walmart TV deal, where the promise of a bargain is built on smoke and mirrors. Take a closer look at those slashed prices and urgent yellow tags. What if the savings aren't as real as they seem? Digital shelf labels installed in thousands of stores let Walmart bump up prices in the days before a sale, only to drop them back down and call it a discount. A TV that costs $348 on Monday, it might be marked up to $398 by Thursday, then suddenly labeled as a $300 $38 rollback, a supposed $60 win for the shopper. But the real price barely changed at all. Even the limited stock and clearance signs are part of the show. Employees have admitted that regular inventory is rotated into special buy bins, giving everyday models a false sense of urgency. Customers have caught the same TV cycling between deal and regular shelves week after week with no real change in availability. The result? Shoppers walk away feeling victorious, convinced they beat the system, when in reality the system was designed to make them feel that way all along. Number 7 is the after-sales support and repair maze, where the real cost of a Walmart TV emerges only after something goes wrong. Imagine your screen flickers out or the power board gives up. What happens next? For most Walmart exclusive models, including ONN and special Vizio variants, the answer is simple and grim. You're on your own. Major parts suppliers rarely stock replacement mainboards or panels for these TVs. Search for a part number on a repair site, and you'll find no longer available or only scavenged used boards if you're lucky. Even when a part does turn up, the price often matches or exceeds the cost of a brand new TV. Technicians across the country agree. These sets are designed to be disposable, not repairable. National repair chains like Ubreaks and CPR won't even take ONN models, citing unavailable parts and no manufacturer support. The few authorized service centers that exist for name brand TVs simply refuse service to Walmart and SKUs, since internal components don't match mainstream versions. So when a minor failure strikes, most customers face a dead end. No parts, no repair network, and no practical way to fix what's broken. The savings on the sticker price vanish, replaced by the frustration of a throwaway purchase. In the end, what looked like a deal becomes a loss, not just in money, but in trust. Number 6 is where the promise of a hassle-free warranty collides with a wall of fine print and shifting responsibility. On paper, Walmart advertises a 30-day return window and a 1-year warranty on most TVs. But what happens when the screen goes black on day 31? For hundreds of customers each year, the answer is frustration, confusion, and sometimes even legal trouble. The Better Business Bureau logs complaint after complaint. Denied returns, warranty claims lost in limbo. Customers bounce from Walmart to faceless third-party hotlines and back again. The process is a maze designed with handoffs and dead ends. Store employees follow scripts. Sorry, that's outside our policy. While managers point to the manufacturer who may not even have a U.S. phone number, the stakes can escalate quickly. In 2023, a Utah man tried to return a defective TV, only to be arrested in the store parking lot after staff refused his claim and accused him of causing a scene. Police reports detail a confrontation that spiraled from a simple warranty dispute into a criminal record, all because no one would take responsibility for the broken set. This isn't an isolated incident. It's a warning. The peace of mind Walmart advertises evaporates the moment you need it most. For every customer who gives up, there are dozens more who face the same endless loop. Store to hotline, hotline to manufacturer, and back again. When the fine print becomes a trap, even a cheap TV can come with a price you never expected. Number 5 exposes the hidden shortcuts buried inside Walmart exclusive TVs. Choices made deep in the hardware that most shoppers never see. On the surface, these sets promise the same features as their name brand cousins. Big screens, smart apps, and a familiar remote. But open up the chassis and the differences become stark. Instead of full-array LED backlighting, most ONN and exclusive models rely on cheaper edge-lit panels, strips of LEDs along the edge, not behind the whole screen. The result: duller blacks, uneven brightness, and a higher risk of flickering or early pixel burn-in. HDMI ports are another casualty of cost-cutting. Where mainstream models offer 3 or 4 high-speed ports, Walmart's versions often settle for 2, sometimes stuck at the slower HDMI 1.4 standard. That means fewer devices and no support for the latest gaming or streaming features. The story repeats across the board. Weaker processors that choke on smart TV menus, plastic frames that flex and creak, stripped-down speakers that can barely fill a room. Even when the spec sheet looks impressive, teardown reports reveal a patchwork of entry-level parts chosen to hit a price, not a performance benchmark. Consumer reviews and repair techs alike report a pattern: screens failing within a year, power boards giving out, and dead pixels appearing far sooner than in mainstream models. All these hidden compromises add up to a TV that's cheaper to buy, but far more likely to fail before you're ready to replace it. The low price tag isn't just a deal, it's a warning written in the language of cut corners and silent breakdowns. Number 4 pulls back the curtain on Walmart's private label TV empire, where familiar names and bargain tags conceal a revolving door of hidden manufacturers. ONN, the store's flagship budget line, isn't built by Walmart at all. Instead, every OWN television is assembled by a shifting cast of contract factories. Companies like TPV Technology, Element Electronics, and Tongfang Global, operating far from Bentonville, Arkansas. In one year, an ONN model might come off a line in Guangdong, China. The next, it's rolling out of a plant in Mexico or Vietnam, depending on who won the latest bid. Peel back the back panel and you'll find silk-screened codes and firmware panel IDs that trace to Innolux or BOE, major display suppliers whose names never appear on the box. Even the electronics inside tell a story. Main boards marked with ODM designations, power supplies sourced from generic vendors, all chosen to meet Walmart's cost targets, not some gold standard of reliability. The result is a TV that's more shapeshifter than stable product. One year's 50&0 may share almost nothing with the next, not even the panel. And when a problem crops up, accountability is a moving target. The brand on the box belongs to Walmart, but the responsibility for defects, parts, and support is quietly handed off to whichever offshore partner built that batch. Customers expecting a consistent product or clear support path end up chasing ghosts. One reason why quality and repair issues are so unpredictable. In the world of private label electronics, the real manufacturer is always just out of sight, and the risk is passed on to the buyer, hidden behind a familiar logo. Number 3 signals a shift from bargain hunting to corporate chess, as Walmart's 2023 acquisition of Vizio rewrites the rules of the TV aisle. What does it mean when the world's largest retailer doesn't just sell TVs? It owns the brand, the platform, and the pipeline. For years, Vizio earned its reputation as a value leader. But now, under Walmart's control, every part of the experience is up for redesign. The first wave, SmartCast, Vizio's proprietary operating system, is set to replace Roku and other third-party platforms on ONN and future Walmart exclusive screens. This isn't just about changing a menu layout. By controlling the OS, Walmart decides what apps you see, what ads run before your shows, and which streaming services get premium placement. It's a play for attention, not just sales. A way to turn every living room into an extension of the Walmart ecosystem. Behind the scenes, Walmart's procurement muscle grows even stronger. With Vizio and OWN under one roof, suppliers from panel makers like Innolux to mainboard factories in Guangdong face a single buyer with unmatched leverage. That means lower costs, but also stricter control over features, software updates, and even which models get built. Corporate filings hint at a future where model numbers, hardware specs, and software updates are coordinated across brands, making it harder than ever for shoppers to tell what's truly different between a $198 TV and a $398 one. For the consumer, the stakes are higher than a simple price tag. When a retailer controls not just the shelf, but the software, the supply chain, and the service agreements, every decision about repairs, upgrades, or even what content you can watch flows from a single playbook. The Vizio deal isn't just a new chapter for Walmart TVs. It's the opening move in a game where the rules are written in Bentonville and the customer is rarely dealt a winning hand. Number 2 is the Smart Shopper's Checklist, the playbook for sidestepping every pitfall hidden inside Walmart's TV aisle. Start with the model number. Not the name, not the box art, but the exact string of letters and numbers stamped on the back or listed in the fine print. That's the only way to know if you're looking at a Walmart exclusive variant or a mainstream model sold everywhere else. A TCL 50S434 and a TCL 50S435 may look identical in the store, but inside they can be worlds apart. Different panels, different processors, different fates. If something breaks, don't stop at the shelf tag. Before you buy, search for that exact SKU online on independent review sites, tech forums, and YouTube teardown videos. Skip the glowing 5-star reviews on Walmart.com. Those are often filtered or incentivized. Instead, look for detailed breakdowns from places like RTI, NGS, or Consumer Reports, where real-world performance and failure rates are put to the test. If the model only shows up on Walmart's site and nowhere else, that's a red flag. Odds are it's a store exclusive built to hit a price, not a quality standard. Next, compare warranties. A 1-year warranty from a major brand bought through an authorized dealer usually means access to real support and repair centers. With Walmart exclusives, that warranty might mean nothing more than a generic hotline or an email address that leads to a third-party service company, often with no U.S. footprint and no spare parts. Always read the fine print and keep every receipt, box, and serial number. If your TV fails, detailed documentation is your only leverage in a warranty dispute. Snap photos of the box, the receipt, and any defects as soon as they appear. Finally, consider where you buy. Major brand TVs purchased from authorized dealers come with better support, more reliable hardware, and a clearer path if something goes wrong. The lowest price can be tempting, but the real value is in knowing what you're getting and having a way out if it fails. In the world of Walmart TVs, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. And finally, in first place stands the real cost of a Walmart TV bargain, a price tag that stretches far beyond the checkout lane. On the surface, it's a win. A big screen for less than a week's groceries. A living room upgrade without the pain of a credit card bill. But what if that bargain is just the first step in a longer, more expensive journey? Consumer advocates and repair professionals warn that store-brand TVs, including Walmart's OWN and exclusive models, see substantially higher complaint and failure rates than established brands. While exact numbers are hidden behind corporate walls, complaint databases and technician forums are filled with stories of premature failures, denied warranty claims, and shoppers left stranded by a maze of third-party support lines. It's not just a few unlucky buyers. Market research suggests that private label electronics, including TVs, now make up a multi-billion-dollar slice of the U.S. market, growing faster than national brands. Walmart's share is enormous. Tens of millions of units sold each year, each one a potential gamble. The economics are relentless. When a TV fails early, the cost of a replacement part often matches or exceeds the price of a new set. Most ONN models don't have a repair network or spare parts pipeline. When something breaks, the only real option is to toss it and start over. Multiply that by millions of households, and the supposed savings evaporate into a cycle of waste, frustration, and repeat spending. The illusion of a deal is powerful, but the numbers tell a different story. Analysts estimate that for every 100 store brand TVS sold, the rate of consumer complaints and early failures is dramatically higher than for mainstream models. Though Walmart and its suppliers keep the details close, in the end, the low sticker price is a mirage. The real cost is paid in lost time, wasted money, and the sinking feeling that the bargain was never really yours to keep. For every shopper who thinks they've outsmarted the system, there are dozens more who pay the price in silence, their stories buried in complaint forums and junk piles. The lesson is clear. When the cost of ownership is hidden behind fine print and short-term savings, the real winner is never the customer. It's the company that sold you the dream of a deal. From the illusion of unbeatable deals to the harsh reality of high failure rates, this countdown exposed the hidden costs lurking behind Walmart's TV bargains. Across all 8 entries, a clear pattern emerged. What looks like a simple discount often masks deeper trade-offs, cheaper components, confusing warranties, and support that vanishes when you need it most. The most shocking entry, the real cost of a bargain, revealed that short-term savings can be wiped out by long-term headaches, with Walmart exclusive TVs showing up to 50% higher complaint rates and replacement cycles that erase any upfront deal. The list's ranking made one thing clear. Price alone doesn't tell the whole story. Whether it's private label branding tricks, restricted repairs, or shifting corporate strategies, every entry showed how Walmart's approach to TV sales puts risk on the buyer. Ultimately, this list proves that in the world of discount electronics, the lowest price tag often hides the highest cost. Make every purchase with eyes wide open. Thanks for watching the NextGen Picks.